Slowly starving, suffocating, lost and half inebriated. Just him and me, the dragon and I, lost in this cave, destined to die. At the start there was only life. James and I stood side by side. He was a good companion, a hunter too, and with my brain we were one, not two. With my map I led the way, every day a sunny day. With James and me we sung and danced, we got drunk in this fair green land. Off to the mountain we set off, but as we neared, the tensions wrought. He insisted on winding roads, on shorter days, on lighter loads. I became angry, I wanted speed. I began to resent James and called him my enemy. Once beautiful he now was quite ugly to me, and all I could see was his stupidity. And as my vile vitriol grew, him and me were once more two. And then we went our separate ways, we became lost, day after day. The green fields turned to orange, red, the sky to gray. The fields they bled. And as the cold froze our bones, we made a cave, our home, sweet home. Begrudgingly we did the bidding of each other's needs for living. We tolerated each other's warmth, but neither liked our forced cohort, and I could no longer see into the eye of my now enemy. And one evening as we suffocated, the smoky fire it created more animosity twixt us two. The vile hatred just grew and grew. My mind was sick, I had no choice but to give up. Then I heard a voice, and this voice it spoke to me with fiery breath, saying, James should no longer be. And so I took my sword and plunged it deep into his heart while he did sleep. And I rejoiced, I felt relieved. At last I finally knew peace. But then I looked down, and saw blood covering my gown, and smoke and fire rose from my nose. Had I just stabbed myself? No. This was odd, this could not be. How could this monster James also be me? I writhed in pain, for I stabbed myself. I cursed my name, I cursed it well. And then I sat, for surely soon my life would end, as would my tune. But then thirst brought me to a lake. Some dreadful thirst I sought to slake. But as I drank, I became afraid. What if this water would change my ways? I had heard tales pure water heals the heart, if it did not tear your world apart. I would soon be dead, so I bowed my head. I looked into the pool and bled, and saw James' face in pain and said, I pray for strength and hope for hope. And as I did, I plunged my head far down below. And when I lifted out my head, I somehow felt whole once more again. And then I walked myself outside, quite amazed that I had not died. I thanked James and he thanked me. We walked as one, now happily. And when I looked up, I did not despair, but noted, somehow, that the cave was no longer there.